Yo, what's up guys, Gray here, and today we have got our semi-finals match of the BBR. We're going up against Davion and his Vegas Golden D-Nites, and he is who we faced in week 12. We brought memes. However, this time it's a little bit more serious. Definitely a little bit more serious this time around, but he has done exceptionally well. For somebody who, honestly, I'm not entirely sure what his draft league experience is. But he was coming in as one of like the quote-unquote rookies, I guess, of this season. And yeah, he's obviously done fantastically well to make it to semi-finals and playoffs. He beat Owen, aka OG Albina, in the quarterfinals, which is certainly certainly not the easiest opponent to have faced. And we were able to get past Platinum Howler in the quarterfinals in what was honestly the craziest game that I think I've ever been a part of. It's definitely up there. I'm just going to let him know that I am receiving. Never mind. Yep, I got it. Literally, as I was going to say that I'm receiving, he's sorted that out. That is not the team we brought last week. This is the team we're bringing this week. So, yeah, hopefully I've had a quick look through and everything is right on my mons, because, excuse me, I did use the jetting bot. Why am I looking over here? I don't want to be looking over there. Where is my... Let's get that up. Yeah, that's better. that's much better. I'm very bright, I'm sure, right now. But that's certainly better. I've lost my train of thought entirely. If you can't tell, a little bit nervous about this one. A little bit nervous. I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to have had to have prepped. Which is a little bit unfortunate for a big game like this, but, you know, work's a thing. I wasn't very well in the middle of it as well, so yeah, not necessarily my best build, I don't think, but we're going to try and make do with this anyway. We're going to register this team. I'm going to say good luck, have fun to my opponent, and we're going to get into this as soon as we can. So right. Yeah, I'm a little bit like a jittery, nervous person. I definitely show it. I'm definitely somebody who moves a lot when they're nervous. But we're going to get straight into this. I'm going to move my calcs. I need to find my calcs first. Where are they? Move that to there. Move the calcs. Right. So hopefully I'll still be recording throughout this entire thing, because I've covered my recording software, but here we go. We're going to press A, and we're going straight into this. If win or lose, I am really proud of my season that I've had. He doesn't bring the Darmanitan or the Regidrago, which is actually really nice for me. Other than that, kind of what we were expecting. We got a lot of Toxic for this team, so that's really, really nice. This team doesn't appreciate Toxic outside of Alakazam. Kind of had to scout out what these sets are. I think it's probably going to be fully especially defensive on the Stunfisk. It's going to be probably Belly Drum. If it's Belly Drum, Salak is a big issue for my team, but we have to try and work a way around it. Probably Life Orb, Zam. Couldn't tell you what Rotom set. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what Rotom set. Corviknight, potentially Bulk Up, potentially Defog. Avalugg is going to be physically defensive. Probably especially defensive, actually. It's got so much physical defense. What do I want to lead off with? Like, Heatran is not a bad lead. I actually quite like leading off with my Pangoro. If he leads off with pretty much anything. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with my Pangoro. If he leads off with his Alakazam, that's the only realistically bad lead we have. Everything else we'll actually be able to do a ton of damage to. So I'm just getting my Pangoro up before we confirm it. Pangoro does not OHKO a Stunfisk, which is, you know, kind of nuts. We got Thunder Punch on this as well. I need to make sure I keep changing that, because we do have the Thunder Punch. I did not press enter in time. I don't know if it's going to pick in the order that I had. I mean, I lead off with Tapu Fini if it's first, and that's actually not the worst. I just said to him that we're good. I'm actually kind of fine with this. I think I just want to throw off a Toxic. How much is this doing to my Tapu Fini? 33 with Discharge. I don't really want to take that damage. I could also just sub on this turn. Sub is entirely possible as well, because I don't think he wants to take the water move. So I'm just going to click sub. And if he wants to go for rocks, then we're behind a sub, which is amazing for us. If he just goes for the electric move, he goes for the electric move. Yeah, he just sets up rocks, which I'm absolutely fine with. I'm actually just going to throw up Toxic. The rocks are a little bit annoying for my team, but not like massively detrimental. So it would be nice if we would sub Calm Mind here, but I'm just going to go for Toxic. I could have prevented that by going for Taunt, but I don't think it was ever worth me taking that damage. And we do connect the Toxic. It's a big time when I actually connect with a Toxic. And he's just going to go for the Discharge. Yeah, that's to be expected. But we're going to gain a decent amount of health back, which is fantastic for us. Do I want to go into my Galarian Slowking? Slowking is, like, if I had led off with Pangoro, I could just click close combat on this, and honestly, it may have just dropped. But now it is actually in close combat range, which is beautiful for us. I could go into Zygarde. I don't know what set it's going to be running. I expect it's probably Stealth Rock, Dual Stab, Pain Split, if I had to make a guess. I could go into Zygarde. You know what, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just going to go into Zygarde. If he's running Toxic, that's unfortunate. That'd be super unfortunate, but I think against a team with Tapu Fini, you don't tend to run Toxic. We are going to take a little bit of rocks. Potentially just going to go for the Earth Power, but we could also see, yeah, there's a Discharge. And on this turn, I do just want to go for another Toxic. Predicting the Avalugg to come in. I don't think this is going to have anything really to hit me. It's not. It could be Shucker. I don't think this gets anything to really touch me though, so yeah, I'm just going to throw off Toxic. I expect the Avalugg to come in here. If he stays in and has something to actually hit me, like, I don't think this gets Ice Beam. He stays in. Earth Power, okay. Interesting, so he must be Shucker. We're going to take that pretty well. Going to take it pretty well. Kind of wish that I was sub, because it looks like I actually took that hit pretty well. Do I want to Toxic again? Realistically, I don't think I do. Do I want to catch the Avalugg potential switch? I don't see any reason not to go into my Galarian Slowking here. We do lose a bit of health on our Zygarde, but I think that's actually fine. Stunfisk getting worn away at pretty heavily, which is actually like fine by me. Okay, that does a lot of damage. I did a lot. And the Spadef drop means I can't stay in. So Stunfisk is putting in more work than I would like it to do. That's for sure. Doing a lot more than I would like it to do. Actually, I can just go into... I should have done this from the beginning. But you're going to go into my Decidueye now. We are taking damage on everything, which really sucks. We've actually taken a lot on our Slowking, so I think at some point I do want to get that back. This shouldn't do too much damage to me. Yeah, that does like absolutely nothing. It's absolutely nothing, and honestly this is fine by me because one of his Heatran switches is going down. What else has he got for Heatran? He's got Rotom, and that's about it. That is honestly, like, that's it. That's all he's got for it. I'm going to just throw off a Hex. Should knock it out from this range. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Yeah, it does. Cool. So the Stunfisk goes down, and honestly that's one of the things I was really scared of on his team, and I didn't play around it particularly well. Very surprised he stayed in against my Zygarde, especially because he had a whole Avalugg there. But maybe he was protecting the Toxic. I could have protected and just seen what he went for. I guess it was a safer play to go for, or 1,000 arrows, and see what he wanted to do. But I reckon it was Shucker. I want to say it was Shucker. Maybe like max special attack, because that was doing far too much damage. Far too much. Yeah, I'm going to see what he wants to go into here. I'm expecting the Corviknight, and if it's the Corviknight, I go into my Tapu Fini. I don't really want to be caught in a Vortex, particularly, but you know, it could happen. Yeah, in comes the Corviknight. And, like, I'm pretty sure this is going to outspeed me. So, yeah, I think this is my safest switch, is just to go into... Yeah, I just go into Tapu Fini. Like, I don't reveal much about my set. The rocks are going to be a little annoying. So he just goes for U-turn. Okay. I kind of expected that, but I didn't also want to mess around with it. Kind of want to see more of his set. And he probably goes into Rotom and just clicks Volt Switch, if I had to guess. Rotom seems likely. What else could he go into? Maybe Alakazam? It just goes into the Rotom. We're going to get some leftovers. We are just taking like little bits of chip, which is really annoying. But at the same time, it is what it is. I could go into... I think I just want to go into my Zygarde here. Because I don't want to be losing out to momentum. You can predict this and go for a Willow. Willow would suck, but honestly, that's not what my Zygarde set is really here for. His ground was actually didn't bring Togetic, so 1000 Arrows is pretty free against his team. If he predicts this and goes for a Willow, then fantastic breed, but yeah, I kind of expect the Volt Switch to come out here. Maybe the Hydro Pump. He does just go for Hydro Pump, so that's a good play. He misses. That really sucks. I'm sorry, man. How much would a Hydro do to me? Probably a decent amount. Rotom, Wash. Shouldn't do too much. Shouldn't do too much at all, and I actually get a free Toxic. He's just going to go for it again. How much is this going to do? It does a lot of damage. Is that Specs? Is that Specs? Could be. Cause that does not show it doing that much. Yeah, honestly, that could be Specs. It could also just be Modest, but I'm just going to go for Protect on this turn. I just want him to take more damage. He's probably going into the Avalugg. Actually goes into Clockwork. Interesting. Very interesting. I could just Protect again. Honestly, I could just scout out what he wants to go for. I could also just go for a Coil. I could go for Coil. Honestly, I think I just want some 1000 Arrows damage. I just want to get some damage, just see what this does. Because I don't believe that this should be able to knock me out from this range. Reflect. Okay, so it's dual screens. Interesting. Definitely didn't expect that. That's going to do absolutely no damage on this turn, but the next turn it will do substantially more. Do I want 1000 Arrows again, or do I just want to... I could Toxic. I think I want a Coil, actually. Because at +1, I should be able to take anything from Avalugg. The fact that he's quicker is a little annoying, but... as long as he doesn't go into the Rotom here, I think we're fine. If it's Choice Scarf Rotom, that's like Modest Scarf, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. He could go into Zam. Zam is definitely a possibility here. But he didn't set up a light screen, so I think I should be okay against Zam. We'll see. Dual screens Corviknight. Yeah, just go into Zam. I kind of wish I just 1,000 arrows on that turn. It would have been much more beneficial to me. How much is Alakazam doing? Nasty Plot. With Dazzling Gleam. 46 to 55. I'm at 99. I'm at 46. So I would have to protect. If he plots on this turn, do I lose? Possibly. And if he plots, I just need to play around it. I just try and play around it as best I can. I'm hoping he just goes for the Gleam. Future Sight, okay. Alright, so from this range, should just be able to... I should be able to take a Gleam. 112, 52. It's a roll. It's definitely a roll. He's got to Reflect up. I'm at +1 as well, so... I kind of just want to get this damage off. I want to break any potential sashes. He's actually going to switch. And goes into Avalugg. Okay. So this will be one turn. On this next turn, does Protect stop the Future Sight? I actually don't know. Let me just quickly calc. Future Sight. That does a lot of damage. I'm on 125. 58. It's actually a roll to knock me out. I don't know if Protect protects me from Future Sight or not. I mean, I could just Toxic this. That's entirely possible. I can also just Protect. Or I go to Pangoro. If he Body Presses though, that sucks. As much as I would like to go into Pangoro. I think my middle ground is just going into Slowking. I think this is just my middle ground. Like, we should be able to take a hit. Future Sight shouldn't do too much. We are AV. If he goes for EQ on this turn, then that's a great read. Just go for Body Press. So yeah, we're going. Glad I didn't go into Pangoro. This will probably hurt a bit. Yeah, it'll definitely hurt a bit. And I'm going to actually hard switch into my Tapu Fini, I think, on this turn. Because what does he want to go into? Yeah, I'm going to go hard Tapu Fini. Get my Regenerator back, because I need that health. I need that health for later in the game. I am... Excuse me. I am physically defensive on my Fini, so if he goes for like an Avalanche or an EQ, we should be able to take that hit just fine. And we should just be able to sub. Now I've seen what his Corviknight set is, I'm a little less worried about it. Once we get rid of the Corviknight, we can just Toxic everything. The only issue I have is if he goes into Rotom Wash here, that would actually kind of suck. And we do actually get to see if I outspeed Avalugg or not if he switches here. Yeah, he does. So we outspeed with our Slowking, and he does go into the Rotom Wash. That sucks. That does suck. And we know this thing is quick. And very invested. Very invested. I feel like I can still handle... I can still handle the Alakazam. I'm probably taking a lot of damage from this, I would have thought, with Slowking. if it's just like choice specs. Yeah, I think it just 2-hit KOs if I go into my Slowking. I'm actually just going to go back into my Zygarde. I think Zygarde is less necessary in this game. And if he does Volt Switch on this turn, I kind of expect him to Volt Switch. Because last time I went to my Zygarde. So yeah, I was going to say, this time I think he's going to expect me to go into something else and get a free Volt Switch. And I'm not about to have that happen. I'm not about to have that happen. And I believe this is choice locked. I want to say it's specs. So wearing away at this is fantastic for me. He doesn't stay in, but I think he may go into his Corviknight. Realistically, I think I can just coil on this turn. So I'm just going to coil. I think he goes Avalugg. Yeah, he does. Avalanche should knock me out. As far as I'm aware, Avalanche should not knock me out. I could have gone for a Toxic on that turn. Toxic wouldn't have been a bad play at all. I'm at +1. Avalanche. Yeah, Avalanche doing 60. Doing 44 to 44 to 52. Geez. I want to protect. Just get a bit more health back. I don't need to take this damage. I don't need to. I can also just go Finny. I can go Finny and I can sub. Like, that is also a play I can do. And I think that's the one I want to do. Because my +1, I don't think he wants to mess around with this. I don't at all think that he's wanting to mess around with a +1 Zygarde. So I get to get a free sub off here. This shouldn't do anything. Yeah, we recover that with leftovers. Yeah, and I'm pretty... I mean, he's going to be quick with his Corviknight. If he's quicker than my Zygarde, then he's quicker than this. So that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I'm just going to quick sub. We are losing a good amount of health, but... he does go into the Corviknight. Okay. So I do want to taunt this. Like, he's probably going to be able to break my sub, I would assume. Do I want to burn this instead? Actually, he may not break my sub. So I am going to taunt. And if he just U-turns out, fair enough. Yeah, he does just U-turn. And probably goes into the Rotom. If he goes Rotom, that's super unfortunate. Like, but what can I do? Like, it's, yeah, in comes the Rotom. So we do reveal we've got Taunt, which is always nice. Pangoro hasn't even hit the field yet. I just realised Pangoro hasn't hit the field. I was meant to lead with it, and it hasn't yet hit the field. So if he stays in, I honestly I can get a Scold off on whatever I want. I'm also a big fan of just clicking Toxic. No, I'm going to click Scold. Like, he could have Thunderbolt. No, he's just got Volt Switch. I could have Toxic'd whatever came in. But I don't think that's ever worth it. I think I just always want to get damage off on something. Because I don't know if it's going to be Roost on Corviknight. Also, is it Mirror Armor? Give me Mirror Armor on it. And I do apologise actually to Davion that I'm playing as stally as I am. I didn't necessarily want to play this stally, but I got the burn. That's of very little use to me. And we should be near half. Yeah, not too far off. And I think on this I'm just going to go into my... actually almost in range, I think, of my Heatran being able to really put in some good work. Like, surely that's gotta be Specs Rotom. Like, to do that much damage, gotta be Specs. Like, worst case scenario is he clicks Nasty Plot on this turn. He clicks Sub. Okay, no, that's worst case scenario. And I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. If he's got Shadow Ball, then he clicks it here. How do I deal with this? Psy-Shock. Okay. Do I take this? I take it on 1. Bruh. I lived that on 1. Defense investment came through, though. Defense investment definitely came through. I can now revenge this. I just make sure he doesn't get a sub up. Do I need this for anything else? Honestly, no. I just make sure he can't sub. Yeah, he just clicks Psy-Shock again. Just click Psy-Shock again, and now I just go into my Heatran, I think. Just go Heatran. Heatran seems pretty free. Actually, no, I don't outspeed it. He's got, what, Psy-Shock? I could probably Bullet Punch this from this range. Pangoro, Alakazam. How much is Bullet Punch? Bullet Punch is not doing enough. That sucks. A little bit of a tricky situation. We've seen, what, Sub, Future Psy. I think I can just go Zygarde here. Like I said, Zygarde is not super necessary. And we do, like, guaranteed live a Dazzling Gleam from this. And I think he probably just wants to get damage on this. So, yeah, I'm going to click 1,000 Arrows. Just going to click 1,000 Arrows. We haven't seen an item actually on the Avalugg, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure we've seen my whole set. I just need to keep an eye on Timer as well, actually, because we all know how the quarterfinal game went. Timer was not my friend, and then was my friend. He just clicks Future Sight, so the Zam is going to go down. That's fantastic, because yeah, this Alakazam was a bit of a problem for my team. So getting rid of that is great news for me. I just need to be careful. I think what's an issue still on his team? I mean, he probably goes into Lug here. I don't have the Slowking to take that hit this time. Do I just want a Toxic Avalugg? Kind of feel like I do just want a Toxic Avalugg. So yeah, they got one turn here. Yeah, one turn and then Future Sight hits. So, Slowking put in the work. Living on 1 HP is huge. Living on 1 is really, really big for me. I don't think he had Shadow Ball, because he would have clicked it, I'm pretty sure, on that turn. I'm pretty sure he would have clicked it on that turn, if he had it. Goes into Appa, that is the Linoon. Regardless, I don't want this thing setting up at all. So I'm just going to click 1,000 Arrows. I don't necessarily need to keep this around. He does just go for the Belly Drum. But, like, with the 1,000 Arrows damage as well, we should be in a good spot. There's a Citrus. So our Heatran will guaranteed outspeed this and we'll knock it out. Heatran actually looks really good for this endgame now. really good for this endgame. What is my most necessary member here? Honestly, I could go hard Decidueye. Decidueye doesn't really do much for me outside of this. You could go for Play Rough. I'm actually going to Protect. I'm going to Protect, see what he's got. If he goes for Extreme Speed, I could double out into my Decidueye. Play Rough, okay. So Protect actually doesn't protect me from that. Interesting. I've learned today. I've learned something and I hope you have too. I have learned today. We should win this due to timer. Okay, so it looks pretty good for a Heatran endgame. If I lose this, not ideal, but I think it's also kind of fine. So I'm just going to click 1,000 Arrows. He does go for the Extreme Speed. If I had gone to Decidueye on that turn, absolute scenes. Absolute scenes if I had gone to Decidueye on that turn. I just go Heatran and I click Flamethrower. He can E-Speed me if he wants. But Rotom is getting weakened. And, yeah, I just click Flamethrower. I got no reason not to. He can E-Speed me here if he wants. But, yeah, should be able to outspeed this. And he doesn't actually attack me. If I clicked Eruption, we'd be in a fantastic spot. But if he had clicked the... if he had clicked Extreme Speed on that turn, I don't think Eruption would have knocked it out, and it can actually 2-hit KO me from that range. So the Rotom Wash comes in. I think almost guaranteed the Rotom Wash comes in, yep. And it's probably going to click Hydro Pump. I don't have amazing switches into this anymore, so I'm just going to go out into my Decidueye. And hopefully Hydro Pump doesn't 2-hit KO me. I think Decidueye is like my least necessary mon. He could have Poltergeist on this, or Shadow Ball, or even Hex. I don't know. But he's bound to predict me switching out. Yeah, he goes for the Volt Switch. We should be able to tank this just fine. We know he is a fast. He is fast on his Corviknight. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this endgame plays out. But I think Heatran comes in and claims one. I'm not sure if my Pangoro actually lives one from the Rotom. If he sets up screens, do I lose here? I mean, if he sets up screens, that's certainly annoying. I'm going to click Roost. If he has Brave Bird, he can kill me now. Drill Peck. Okay. So I can bring in my Heatran. Can bring in Heatran, and I can click Eruption. I think Eruption should take this out, right? Corviknight, Spadef. Bro, Eruption does so little. I'm at 133. I do have the timer advantage. Eruption actually won't knock it out, but it will do a ton of damage. So I'm just going to click Eruption. He's going to withdraw. And he goes into Avalok. Okay. So this will go down. Like, pretty much guaranteed this goes down. This game is certainly not over. Tapu Fini is my least valuable member at this point. Does he win with Rotom? He may well win with Rotom. I don't know what set he is. Goes into the Rotom. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to Volt Switch. I'm pretty sure he Volt Switches. So if that's the case, if he Volt Switches, I go Heatran again. It's Flamethrower 2-hit KO Rotom. Like, he probably Volt Switches again. Oh, he actually Hydro Pumps, and he misses. That's kind of big. That is actually kind of big. I'm sorry, man. Like, that does suck. I just go for Scold. I've got to get damage off on this. I've got to get damage. And yeah, if he goes Corv, he goes Corv. You can't actually break a sub with this. Am I going to be... if I had gone for sub actually on that turn, that would be a good play. If I get a burn... No burn. We've seen his full moveset outside of whatever its last move is. I'm at 86. He has 25 seconds left. I'm going to be quick, but not like stupidly quick. Drill Peck does 15%. I'm at 86. 86, 49. I should be able to set up a sub. I should be able to sub here. He's going to U-turn. Which then means he has to Volt Switch to break my sub. Man, if I had rocks in this game, all this switching, he would have probably been dead. Like, he has to click Volt Switch on this turn to break my sub. Unless he has Thunderbolt. If I was like sub-toxic protect on this, fantastic, but unfortunately not. He is whittling himself down at this point. So I'm just going to throw off another Scold. He does Volt Switch. I don't think I was at enough health in which I could actually sub up again, unfortunately, but... I mean, he's going to be quick on his Corviknight. Like, realistically, I want Corviknight to take me out. And then my Pangoro against Specs, Rotom Wash. Like, a burn here? Yeah, that's kind of big. Against, like, Choice Specs. Hydro Pump has a chance to knock me out after Stealth Rock. Actually, it will knock me out after Stealth Rock. That's rough. Alright, how much is this doing burned to my Tapu Fini? Corviknight, he has 17 seconds left. Corviknight, burned. Drill Peck. Okay. I think I just Scold here. Right, he's going to U-turn. I just want to get this damage off. Cause my Heatran hopefully will be able to clean up this game. Right, let's get some damage. We might be able to actually get some information. That doesn't look especially defensive at all. But his Corviknight is pretty much useless. If he Volt Switches, then that's like the only way he kills me, if he Volt Switches. So yeah, I'm just clicking Scold again. He's going to Volt Switch, this should knock me out. I then bring in Heatran. Heatran takes out the Corviknight. Heatran takes out the Corviknight, and I think it should be able to take out a Rotom Wash, if it is Specs. That plus Toxic should be able to knock it out. So yeah, I go into Heatran. It's going to be a super close game regardless. If he's Scarf, he can't knock out my Pangoro with Rotom. If he's Specs, he gets outsped. He has 9 seconds left. I said to this man I wasn't going to go to timer with him. And here we are, going to timer with him. I don't think Eruption was doing more at the amount of health I was at. I'm at like 50%. Yeah, Flamethrower should be doing more. So, here we go. If he is Scarf, then he... Okay, he's not Scarf. So I think this plus Toxic should take it out. It doesn't, it just barely misses out. But Bullet Punch will be able to pick up the KO. Bullet Punch should pick up the KO from that range. Man, this game has been way too close. Way too close. Does Toxic knock him out? No, but it puts him... Like... You've got to believe the Bullet Punch takes him out here. I've got to click it. It's my only move that I can click. It's the only move I can click. 4%. Is he at 4%? Is it going to matter? He has 1% to make this move. Or 1 second to make this move. Bullet Punch does knock him out. Good game to Davion. That was super close. We're going to finals, boys. We're going to finals. We will face... I know who we face, but I'm not going to spoil it. But yeah, it should be a hell of a game. That was fantastic. Good game to Davion. That was... Oh, my heart can't take these. I know his first game was super close, and... what a game. Honestly, that Specs Rotom caught me off guard. It did a ton of work against me. I think I played that how I had to. I think I really did. I think I made mostly the correct plays. I think, yeah, honestly, I think I played that right. He played fantastically as well. Like, absolutely go and show Davion some love. He is a fantastic content creator, like, so much energy, just really smart as well. Like, for somebody who, like I said in the start of the video, I don't know how much he's been playing in Draft League, but he is very intelligent, makes very calculated plays, is a very good player. Obviously, he's made semi-finals, so make sure to go and check him out. Subscribe, because he is a much better content creator than me. I've been told to stop doing that by one of my mates, but honestly, he's a fantastic content creator, so make sure and go check him out. And yeah, check out his side, because I expect he probably had very similar kind of, this is super close kind of feeling. Bullet Punch came in clutch at the end there. But yeah, good game. We make it to finals, where we will face a coach between Vepsis and Matt O'Shea. Whoever wins that game, we get either like a fresh game against Matt O'Shea, or we get a rematch against Vepsis, who was an absolute beast to take on during the regular season. He was absolutely one of the hardest matches we had to face. Matt O'Shea has honestly a broken team and has been dominating this league, so neither is going to be an easy game, that's for sure. But you know what, we made it to finals, so we take that. And with that, I should probably wrap up the video, but I'm just rambling on. The nerves have kind of gone away, and it's that like post-nerves excitement. Yeah, if you did enjoy the battle, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more Draft League content. We've got the UPBA, we've got APA Academy, we've got obviously the finals for BBR, and yeah, you don't want to miss any of that, so make sure to subscribe, and until next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.